Hi everyone. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we have been doing in writing. So today starts our narrative writing, okay? So that's going to look a lot different than our expository writing that we have been doing in the past, okay? So we're still going to be doing the same analyzing of the prompt. The plan is just going to look a little different, okay? So right here on Cami, I have our prompt that I am going to do for you guys as an example. Okay, and to do that, I am first going to analyze the prompt. Okay, so those four steps that we have always done. So read the prompt, and then we're going to box in prompt words. The prompt words are a little different, okay, and I have that on your assignment too that you could look at. Then you're going to underline the topic, and then you're going to circle keywords, okay? So the same four steps that we have been doing to analyze, you're going to do here. So I am going to do the first step, which is to read the prompt, okay? So on here it says, the poem Our Washing Machine describes their machine as a bear. Write a story about what it would be like to have a washing machine that acted like a bear for a day. So now I am going to move on to my second step, which is to box prompt words. And like I said, our prompt words are a little bit different, okay? So I have them on your assignment that you could look at, okay? But those prompt words that we should be looking at, if it's a narrative, is story, tell, time, narrate, sequel, journal, and pretend, okay? So those 7 words we should be looking at. So looking at this prompt, I am seeing one prompt word that I should be circling, and that is story. Okay, so I am going to take my pen, and I have it on the highlighter, which is okay. I am going to box that in. Okay, let's see if I can change this real fast. Oh, right here. That's what I need. Okay. So if it says to write a story, that's automatically a narrative, okay? So like in the past for our expository, it usually says to write an essay or a paragraph. But narratives do not ask you to do that. They tell you to write a story, okay? So this one is telling us to write a story, so it's a narrative. So I am going to get my text box right here, and it is a narrative prompt, okay? And if it's a narrative prompt, then it is going to be a box plan. Okay, so I'm going to type that right there. So if it's a narrative, it's a box plan. Okay, and now I'm going to move on to my third step, which is to underline our topic. Okay, so it's saying that the poem Our Washing Machine describes their machine as a bear. So I am writing a story about what it would, I need my drawing pen again, about what it would be like to have a washing machine that acted like a bear for a day. Okay, so that is my topic. That is what I'm going to be writing about. I'm going to be writing about, from my perspective, what it would be like to have a washing machine that acted like a bear for a day. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my fourth step, which is to circle keywords. Okay, and so keep in mind, when circling keywords, we should limit it up to 5 words per sentence, okay? So it could be more, it's depending on the prompt, because sometimes our prompts are way long, and it's kind of hard to keep it under that 5-word minimum, okay? But it's always important to try to do that whenever possible. So this first sentence, I am going to circle the poem title, because that's important, okay? And I'm also going to circle describes, machine, bear. Okay, and then what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to write a story about what would be like washing machine acted their day. Okay, so those are important words, and looking at that, I have circled more than 5 words because that is a very long sentence, okay? So that is okay, but it's always important to try to keep it under 5. But if you don't, then that's okay at times, okay? I just don't want you guys circling every single word, okay, because that's not going to help you at all. So now I'm going to do my very last thing for the analysis, which is filling out my topic box. Okay, so I am going to hit that typing tool on the left to type in my topic, in which I underlined. Okay, so my topic is what it would be like to have a washing machine that acted like a bear for a day. Okay, so that is what I'm going to be writing about, what it would be like to have a washing machine that acted like a bear for a day. Okay, so now that I'm done with my prompt analysis, I'm going to scroll down to my plan. Okay, so like I said, our plan is going to be a little bit different. Okay, so on your assignment page, there is a picture of what a box plan looks like, but I'm going to do that in this box. The only thing that's going to be missing is our hook, and our hook is we're going to be talking about much later. I just want to leave that off for right now, and we'll come back to the hook as weeks progress. Okay, so don't worry about the hook. We're just going to be talking about the characters, the setting, the problem, the 4 events, and the solution. Okay, so this story that we are going to be writing about that comes from the poem The Washing Machine. Well, Our Washing Machine. So it's in your reading writing workshop books. Okay, and that is on page 168. Okay, page 168 is where you're going to be looking at. Okay, and your assignment for today, for your prompt, it's going to be Empanada Day. Okay, which is the page before our washing machine. Okay, so for our washing machine, so this poem is very short, okay, and it's just about a washing machine that acts like a bear, okay, and what it does. Okay, so for me, because I'm going to be talking about how it would be like to have a washing machine that acted like a bear for a day. Okay, so my very first thing that I am going to fill out is are my characters. Okay, and so in my characters, okay, I know that it's myself and the washing machine, okay, because I am going to talk about how it is like, and then my other character is the washing machine. So I'm going to write characters, okay, and then a colon, and I cannot spell today, okay, so characters, and so I know that it is myself and the washing machine, okay, those are my characters, okay. Now I'm going to go down to my setting. So my setting is where the story is taking place. And so where are washing machines? Well, they're in the laundry room. So I'm going to write laundry room. Okay, and then my last is my problem. Okay, so there's always a problem in a story. And in this case, looking at the poem, my problem is that my washing machine is acting like a bear. Okay, so washing machine acting like a bear. That is my problem. Okay, so that concludes my character setting and problem. Now I'm going to go over to my events. Okay, so my events, so there are 4 events. So event number 1, okay, and then I'm going to go on. Okay, so for my event number 1, okay, so how would it be like to have a washing machine for a day that acted like a bear? Well, it would be very loud. Okay, so remember that this is just a plan, so you're just jotting down your ideas so it's organized. Okay, well, when we go into our rough draft, which I will show you tomorrow, I will be turning these events into sentences. Okay, but since this is a plan, we don't want to spend too much time on our plan, so I'm just jotting down my ideas. Okay, so now event number 1, it would be very loud. Okay, so I'm going to go down to event number 2. Okay, what is another event, or what is another thing that I could write down on how it would be like to have a washing machine that acted like a bear for a day? Well, it would be very unorganized, okay, because just by looking at the poem, the machine is spitting out a bunch of clothes and everything, and it would just be a hot mess, okay? It'd be very unorganized. Okay? The other thing that I would, for my event number 3, is that it would be very scary. Okay? Because it would be a little scary and a little weird if I had a washing machine that acted like a bear. Okay? Because bears in general are scary. And so I'm just thinking if I had a washing machine that acted like a bear, that would personally be scary. Okay, so then my event number 4, the one thing that would be beneficial to this is that my clothes would be ready to wear, because on the poem it talks about how then the washing machine would spit them out and then they would be ready to wear, which I think would be pretty cool. So I'm going to say my clothes would be ready to wear. Okay, so those are my 4 events that I would be talking about in my story, okay? So the ways that it would be like if I had a washing machine that acted like a bear for a day, okay? And then my last thing on my plan is my solution, okay? Because if there's a problem, there's always a solution to that problem, okay? So my solution to this problem, if my washing machine acted like a bear for a day, would be possibly to get a new washing machine or to get my washing machine fixed. So I'm going to say try to get the washing machine fixed or replaced, okay? Because if it was acting like a bear, I would want to get it fixed or replaced because of all these reasons. It would be very loud, it'd be very unorganized, it'd be scary, but the only benefit to having a washing machine that acted like a bear would be that my clothes would be ready to wear. Okay, so that concludes your plan. Okay, very easy, very simple. Okay, so for your assignment today, you're going to be doing the same thing that I just did on your Canvas assignment, but just with a different prompt. Okay, so make sure that you watch this video and look at my plan page that I did, okay, that I'm going to post on your assignment as well. Look at both of those 2 things when you are doing your analysis and your plan for today's assignment.